The most interesting episode here with Konosuba, we had, I would say, the latest episode was probably one of the best episodes of Konosuba ever. It had so much going for it. So then we have this follow-up episode where they're back in Axel. And of course, it's kind of hard to have a really great episode the previous before and now this one right afterwards, which honestly, this wasn't a bad episode. To me, it seemed like there was a lot of setup in this episode that I was kind of puzzled, like, what is going on here? Well, I mean, it starts off with Kazuma getting broke off, getting that bag, getting the money that he got for killing the Devil King's General Sylvia, which, for those that don't know, that is the character from the Konosuba movie. A little spoiler, but honestly, it's a great movie if you haven't seen it by now. He goes to the shop, and of course, a lot of the products that sell the shop are from his inventions, and he gets even more money from that. So he's living life in luxury, which had a very funny segment where he and Aqua go to a restaurant and act like they're living the high life, like they know what they're talking about, as in with food and high class and stuff. Everyone else is like, whatever. The rest of the episode honestly was really about darkness. There's some stuff happening in Darkness's life that, albeit for good or bad, seems to set up some things that might be occurring in the future. It's really hard to tell per se, but it really kind of, to me, felt like an alley-oop, like, okay, here's some stuff about darkness. We will find more about it in future episodes, but for now, we're gonna leave you hanging for you to want to know more. Veneer uses his powers of divination and is able to look into people's past and future. And he first comes off like, hey, Darkness, I'm gonna help you out by, you know, asking you some questions. And she's falling for the trap thinking that, oh, I just need to answer his questions truthfully. By her doing that, we learned some interesting things that's happening with Darkness, i.e. she's wearing lighter armor to show off her new abs that she's getting. We also learned that she goes around and grabs Megumi's clothes and apparently she thinks Megumi's clothes look cute, so she's kind of comparing them as if she's shopping around and looking at her clothes. But of course, we all know that she can't fit into Megumi's clothes, but it doesn't stop her from going in the mirror and looking at them like, oh, how cute. Oh, okay. She's kind of rich. She should be able to go clothes, but even she said herself there's a hassle to go and actually get clothes and dresses that fit her and such, even though we've seen her look amazing and beautiful in dresses when she's in that noble side. But here she's just kind of, for whatever reason, grabbing Megumi's clothes and kind of just like, oh, this looks cute. Oh, that looks nice. And you know, like I said, like if she's going shopping. So she gets embarrassed by that and learns that, wait, she doesn't even have to answer these questions to begin with. I mean, it was earlier in this episode that she was just training to go through some endurance competition that she always wins every year, which of course made Kazuma be able to torture her till she passed out as retribution when he was tied up and couldn't do anything by the magic ropes. But this is what made everything afterwards a little interesting, because Veneer talks to Darkness and tells her, for the most part, that there's going to be some misfortune that happens to her family and to her family's fortune. She's like, okay, she kind of takes it in stride. She acts like, okay, well, you know what, that's not going to bother me. You can kind of tell that it really does bother her, and it's like, okay, Darkness, what's going on? Her next move is to go to Kazuma and like, hey, we need to take out this Hydra, which to me was like, wait, you just got done asking Kazuma, hey, we got all this money, we don't need to do questing. And he's like, yeah, we should be fine. So then next thing you do is get a wanted poster to kill a Hydra worth a lot of money in comparison. So even Kazuma was like, wait, are you doing this to help out your family fortune? Is it getting that bad? It was funny how she's like, okay, and she was kind of embarrassed by doing this, but telling Kazuma that I'll kiss you on the cheek. Even I was like, that's it? Really? Kazuma's like, so you mean tell me I'm gonna risk my life for a peck on the cheek? Bruh, get out of here. I thought she was gonna retort. Even Kazuma thought she was gonna punch him, but then she came and really looked sad. And it's like, why? Why do you want to do this? That's my question that I would have been asking. Why? Now, granted, Kazuma changes his mind. They go out to fight the Hydra. All shenanigans break loose. The episode ends with them about to battle the Hydra, or at least try to. Aqua's kind of in the way, so I assume next week's episode is going to be, at least the start of it is going to show them defeating the Hydra, or come close to it, or they just run away. But the perplexing thing was, it showed this guy. Like, if you look at the last maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes of the episode, it shows the scene of Darkness' noble picture, and like a very big one in the room, and it, like, you can see where the sun is going down over time. And it was like, okay, it's a little weird. They keep jumping to this frame over and over again. And come to find out, is this guy sitting in a chair just staring at a picture of Darkness, which don't know why. And this is why I say this is almost like an alley-oop episode, because there's something more. I mean, we already knew this guy is already into Darkness. You've seen it earlier this season when they were living with him. But like, what lengths is he going to? I believe at the end of the last episode, it also had something, he was doing something underhanded. So more is about to happen. I assume like an overarching story is definitely about to transpire here that includes a lot about Darkness and maybe her family actually losing their money and such. But then the fact is, Veneer gave the omen to Kazuma that even though this is befalling Darkness, he may be able to have some influence to change things around depending on his effort, which who knows what that means truthfully. But Kazuma and doing effort, yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's gonna be hit or miss. Overall, funny, great episode. Definitely doesn't, I mean, to compare it to last week's episode, we can't really do that, but overall this season has been amazing. It's been great. And there's definitely something going down, although I can't really put my finger on it right now. Of course, something affecting Darkness, thus the reason why this episode talked about her a lot. But whatever that is, remains to be seen. We shall see how it all turns out and why it's all turning out for Darkness in this regard. Regardless, let me know what you guys think of this episode in the comments down below. And I appreciate you guys for being here, and thank you for all the comments and the views we've been having in the last few episodes. And thank you for all the new subscribers to the channel. I would love to see more of you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I would love to see you more in not only this anime, but several others we discuss here on the channel and in the future. You guys be safe, take care, and Lord willing, I will see more of you in the future. And if you haven't signed up for my Patreon, I would love to see you over there as well. You guys be safe, and bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.